la 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 la. La 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 la. Hello, everyone. Welcome out to CarSheild Field for today's G.A.C. Classic. We have 3 games from the north for you today, starting with the first one here, the Warrenton Warriors taking on the Holt Indians in the first of 3 games today. We got a 4:30 and a 7 o'clock matchup later today, but first, we're going to get to our game at hand. Warrenton coming off the big win last night. Carter Martin throwing the no-hitter, and they dominated the Holt Indians. So we're going to take a quick conversation with the head coach of the Warrenton Warriors, Eric Burle. Let it roll.
I'm here with Coach Burle today at the G.A.C. North Classic here at CarSheild. First off, Coach, thanks for getting me out of class today on this beautiful day. I'm to watch some baseball, you know. I love it. But so, who's pitching today, and how are you feeling about it?
We got Blues on the grass too. So
I mean, he's a strike thrower, so he's going to come out and he's going to fill the zone up and give us a good chance.
Yeah, I love seeing him in the hallways. I won't lie. I'm from Warrenton, obviously, so I know all these guys through and through. But obviously, last night offensively pretty well. How's the offense been doing this season?
Really well. I mean, I think we started off the year pretty red hot. There was a little bit of lull there for a week or two. I think just maybe fatigue set in and guys overthinking things. But it seems like these last couple games they've kind of picked it back up. So, you know, that's baseball is kind of funny. It kind of comes and goes sometime.
Yep. And just as a team overall, how are you feeling the atmosphere, the morale, and stuff like that this season?
Pretty good. I mean, I got a really good group of kids. I think they're, you know, got a different kind of a dynamic group. You know, you got a group of guys that are pretty laid back, which sometimes it helps them and sometimes it doesn't. But then I got a good group of older guys that provide good leadership, you know, with Haas and Mason and Colin, you know, being, you know, 3 or 4 year starters for us. So.
All right. Sounds great. Thank you, Coach.
Hey, no problem.
We appreciate Coach Burle taking the time, and give a shout out to the young man giving the interviews with Evan Shank. We appreciate, and Evan had a chance to go down and talk with Coach Trey Pirkle from the Holt Indians. Let's go ahead and roll that one, Drew.
I'm here with Coach Pirkle. Coach, how you doing today, first off?
I'm doing well. Beautiful weather.
Yeah, it is. It's a great day. So who's on the mound for you today, and
Lauren,
how you feeling about it?
We have Aiden Pettit going today. He's one of our seniors, lefty. Feel really good. We play really solid defense behind him, so if the bats can come alive, we should be pretty competitive and hopefully take a dub today.
So speaking of those bats, how do you feel offensively you guys have done this year?
We have very much struggled this year. So we're going back a little bit, back to the fundamentals, play a little more small ball, get runners in motion, do a couple things to get defense out of position. That way, just holes open up for us. So.
Sounds great to me. Sometimes you just got to go back to the basics with them.
Sometimes, yeah.
And just overall team morale, I know obviously you guys lost a lot last year. Mm-hmm. How have you guys been this year so far?
Yeah, losing 14 guys, it's tough to replace that kind of experience, but these boys have come in, work hard, and I feel like we are close, even though the record doesn't show it. We are in most of these games. Yesterday was a little different story, but we've been competitive, and hopefully we can just do enough to get over the edge, the hump.
All right, thank you for your time, Coach.
Appreciate you, Evan. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Sorry about that, folks. I've not turned my mic off twice and jumped right in the middle of that mess. There you go. How's that? It's early yet. It's early. We're working on it. Joined by Mitch Thomas now in the booth here at CarSheild Field. We'll get to him in just a moment. But first, I want to get to our starting lineups for today for each team. First, for the visiting Warrenton Warriors, leading off playing left field. Playing catcher. He's behind the plate. How's that, Mitch? I like that. I'm rough. Austin Haas in the 2-hole, number 12, coming off the big no-hitter right there, Mitch. Carter Martin in the 3-hole, number 9, shortstop Colin DeSylvester. In the 4-hole, number 20, Rick Stanley. In the 5-hole, number 8, Bryce Phillips. In the 6-hole, number 10, Mason Thompson. In the 7-hole, number 16, and we'll be taking the bump for the Warriors, Jake Kirkpatrick. In the 8-hole, number 13, Keegan Meligard. And in the 9-hole, number 1, Keegan Lemkel. And for the home team, Holt Indians, number 1, Aiden Payton will be leading off, playing shortstop. Go ahead and throw the defense up there, Drew, while we're at it. Might as well get that round out there. In the 2-hole, number 3, playing center field, Cole Buckmaster. In the 3-hole, number 21, playing first base, is Caleb Evans. In the 4-hole, number 20, playing right field, Jack Cartwright. In the 5-hole, behind the dish, number 31, Calder Vitale. In the 6-hole, at third base, John DeGelder, number 15, and in left field, number 5, Braden Prebianca. And in the 8-hole, the DH, number 12, Beckett House. And in the 9-hole, number 7, playing second base for us, is Gavin Framuth. So that's our starting order, our defensive setup for the home team there. Mitch, how you doing, buddy?
I'm here.
You look like it. You look like you're here.
I am here. Fresh.
Fresh as a daisy?
Yeah, loving this view. We got a great day. It's even better than yesterday.
Right.
We're in the press box today, so it's really, really nice. The breeze is down, but, man, what a beautiful day to be at the yard.
Right?
It is awesome.
I love this, man. This is as fantastic as it gets. Beautiful weather. We hit the 68-degree mark. We're probably going to get to the low 70s. Looks like we got everybody ready to go. And what do you think of this Jake Kirkpatrick on the mound for Holt?
First time for me seeing this young man, so I don't know much about him. So I'm, again, just like yesterday, looking forward to opportunity to see a young man pitch.
Austin Haas, one of your guys right there, Mitch, tearing it up early in the season, takes ball 1.
That's an understatement. He's obviously the easy pick to click here for Warrenton.
Quickly ahead 2-0, and he's got great speed. Leadoff hitter, surprising that he's behind the dish.
Necessity, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's what he'll do at the next level.
Right.
Just because he's got an elite level speed, and I think he's made it clear that that's not his long-term position.
You could see him in the outfield or second base.
Second base is where I would think,
Yeah.
but again, I haven't seen him play anything but catcher, even for a summer team. So,
well, Realmuto, he's one of those guys, got good speed, catcher.
that's a rarity.
It is a rarity, man.
I mean, he also profiles as your second baseman, kind of center field, 5'10".
And that's ball 4. So the leadoff walk for Austin Haas brings up Carter Martin.
This is a young man we talked about preseason with Mulder as being a guy for Warrenton, a young player for Warrenton. So this is my first time getting a chance to watch him too. So
Popped up. A lot of foul ground here.
nice play.
Nice play.
Good talk like that. You like to see that, both catcher converging with him, him just making sure you can hear him, because we can hear him from way over here.
And that's a play at a high school field. That's not an out. That maybe is hitting the dugout.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it may get out. This obviously is a professional baseball field, so it has similar dimensions to a professional field.
You get the extra foul territory. And that's ball one now to Colin D. Sylvester. He's been having a nice year as well, Mitch.
I mean, these are table setters. This is what we see with this kind of class and this size of school. You'll see your top 5 or 6 guys be it, and then it's going to be, the bottom half of that lineup. That's going to have to work for. I took that from Sissel when he talked about it last week. It's going to be the guys at the bottom, kind of to change the game for each team. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
Still got to play the game, right?
That's right.
Let your big dogs eat.
Throw over. Jake Kirkpatrick, he's got that long, lanky look. It is a first for me seeing him as well. That's fouled off the big toe. That's always painful.
Yeah, it felt good.
He's 0-3 in 2 starts. He's had 4 appearances. 10 in the third innings. 5.42 ERA. That's a pretty good throw for the catcher after that pitch, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, he definitely had that one off the pitcher, but arm side just, get up, get down, and sent it. I like the effort by the young man trying to throw him out. Give himself a chance at least.
Two balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball to the shortstop, up with it. Nice strong throw by the shortstop, Peyton, for out number 2. Advances the runner to third. I didn't see that coming out of that young man there at shortstop. Nice strong throw.
Oh, he can play. Right? I do know this young man. I've been able to see him play the shortstop for Holt. And I've seen him train, so I know he puts in time.
Oh, that's away. That's on the pitcher there. Just overthrew that, Mitch.
You like when they compete, but with that runner at third base.
That's a run you can.
Just pitch. Just pitch.
Exactly.
Don't try to do too much, even though you got a big arm, a good batter up. You just don't want to do too much in that situation, and unfortunately, got away from him.
So 1-0 to Rick Stanley, the 4-hitter, takes a strike there, 1-1.
But that's when you think about the ground ball that was hit to the shortstop. It was to his glove side, which was behind the runner, allowed him to take off to third base. So good base running allowed that run.
And pop fly to the left fielder under it, out number 3. So the base on balls, the wild pitch. Warrenton takes a 1-0 lead. We're going to the bottom of the first inning. Should have known better. Level up with Legacy Performance Academy. When it comes to development, Legacy Sports and Fitness is all about training the whole athlete, on the field and off. Improve mobility, boost flexibility, prevent injuries, train explosive strength and functional movements, grow as an individual. Because we know a better athlete today becomes a greater player tomorrow. Let's set up the defense for the visiting Warrenton Warriors. On the bump, we are going to see you know what? I messed that up, guys.
So you can't see.
Oh, yeah. Boy, I'm struggling this afternoon so far. On the mound for Warrenton is Jake Kirkpatrick. Aiden Pettit was on the mound for Holt. Whoa. Okay, I'll get this going here in a minute. Austin Haas behind the plate. At first base is Bryce Phillips. At second base is Carter Martin. And we have Colin D. Sylvester at shortstop. Rick Stanley at third. Out in right field will be Keegan Lemcole. In center, Mason Thompson. And we have in left field, yes, that is left field, Keegan Melagard.
That's a familiar name.
Melagard, is that a familiar name?
Yep. He played with 14U, if you go back to the days that first met you back in 14U with this group. He had played for me for three seasons.
Our player spotlight is focused on the pitcher for the Warrenton Warriors today. That would be Jake Kirkpatrick. And we're going to take a look at his year so far here, Mitch. Mr. Kirkpatrick is currently 2-1 with a 1.24 ERA. He's had 4 appearances, 3 starts. Pretty solid, 1.24. Gotta like that, right?
Yep. He's obviously giving his team a chance to win baseball games. And that's what matters in this league. Have a chance.
Have a chance. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One of my favorite stats is the old OBA, opponent batting average against, right? And Mr. Kirkpatrick has a 162 opponent's batting average.
And that would be why. It's just to flip the slider up there, waved at it.
So I think those are the telling ones, don't you? You know, you got a whip that's .94 and a 162 batting average against. I mean,
I think,
that's how you have a 1.24 ERA.
Yeah, and that gives you just kind of a idea what he is about as a pitcher.
Yes.
He is going to throw strikes. He's going to say, "Here, hit me," and you go from there. If he played good defense behind him, because it seems like, he doesn't have a lot of Ks on the season. He doesn't have a big K per 9, but give yourself defense a shot.
Ooh, just a bit inside. Cole Buckmaster at the plate here for Holt. Buckmaster on the season, 23 plate appearances. Right now he's hitting a $118.
That was a hit the bull right there. Just a bit high.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Buckmaster. Caleb Evans on deck. Now we got a 2-2 count.
I always think it's interesting this time of the year when you look at some of the numbers. You see some of the gaudy stuff, 533. Is that realistic in the conference? And for a 2-hitter to be hitting 118, is that common? He might just be barreling baseballs, and he might be right at people. So you never know the true, how he's feeling, because he's up there with some of his plate appearances. Like, he's getting regular playing time.
That's ball 4. I had that count wrong. I'm struggling all over the place here.
He leads the team in runs scored with 6, and his on-base percentage is right around that 350. Just went up with that walk. So he's
getting on base.
Yeah. Just the hits aren't falling.
So Caleb Evans at the plate. That's a strike.
What's interesting about Caleb, he doesn't have RBI on a season.
No, he doesn't. He scored 6 times. Throw over, he's back in safely.
He's got 31 plate appearances on the season, so maybe he's moved up in the in the lineup, and for obvious reasons, hitting 381 is going to get you there.
Couple of doubles. Big kid.
Big kid. This is your first baseman, correct?
Yes, that is correct. I think we have a 2-ball, 1-strike count here to Evans.
I think he's swinging a 33 or a 34.
It looks like could be a 34. Look at him. I'd be swinging. Swing the 34, baby, if you can get it.
Yeah, buddy. He's a big boy. They called him Big Red over there, so he must have must be a fellow ginger.
Ooh. A little late on that swing. Looked like maybe he got a little crossed up. Just fouled it off. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a
It's 2-2. Man, what am I missing?
That was a plus count for him though. He should have been sitting dead red, worried about.
Mm-hmm.
Good pitch.
Now
He's
we're
just
3-2.
missing. But when you're in a plus situation, you don't look to fight pitches off. You look
Right.
to try to drive a baseball. 2 strikes, throw everything out the window.
Goodbye. So back-to-back walks for Kirkpatrick, and Haas out to talk to his pitcher.
That's a good visit right there.
That's the difference in a senior catcher, right? Young man with experience.
Well, I'll say it, I guess. I think it comes down to IQ.
Yeah.
In the game, when is a good time? If your coaches are always coaching you, telling you what to do, can't really think for yourself. So I think in that situation, we saw a young catcher last night that controlled the game very well.
Oh, Pandolfo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And right now, like, that's one of the kids we talked about preseason as a catcher to watch. Like, he opened my eyes last night.
He's good.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that young man. I am now. I don't even know how he hits. I didn't even care about that.
Well, he hits a ton too. Jack Cartwright at the plate. That's one of the better young catchers in the around. I know that Kevin Mulder talked about him quite a bit as a freshman. So he has lost the strike zone right here, Drew.
It's all right. You can call me what you want. Just don't call me late for dinner.
I need some coffee or something. Somebody get me a cruller stat.
This is not you're not Joe Buck or Jack. I don't think we're going to have a staff to get us
3-0.
some drinks. Might be more on the lines of like a Bob Euchre.
Yeah, we could do that. Just a bit outside. Found a strike zone there. Cartwright now 3-1. First and second, 1 out. After the strikeout, he keeps missing glove side big time off the plate.
Trying to yank it is probably, I thought that was coming.
Here comes Coach Burle. I don't know that we're going to see a pitching change just yet.
No.
He's going to, and here's the thing. Your catcher went out. He just walks the next guy. What are you saying to your pitcher here, Mitch?
Relax. It's exciting. It's a beautiful day to play baseball. You're on a big field. You have an opportunity to showcase your team at a big conference start. Obviously conference has started. And so, he's probably out there just amped up. First batter, chased the pitch. Who knows how that bat would have been like if he doesn't, if he takes that pitch. So, but on the season he had 5 walks coming into this game.
Right.
And here he is in the first inning. He's got 3. So, it's probably energy. You need to just take a deep breath.
What's interesting here? Last night we saw a similar scenario happen to a quality pitcher, Mason Tice, who looked just like this the wins weren't there, but like he had a 1-something ERA, striking guys out, pitching well, and that's what it happens sometimes, right?
Every dog has its day. And then sometimes you don't. We try to eliminate those.
And then you don't. See that's undisciplined by the hitter. This young man hadn't thrown a strike in I don't know how long, and you chased one.
Yeah, I'm good if he stays aggressive. Obviously, bases are loaded. You want to try to put a ball in the gap, but you're looking for one pitch, and it is about the size of a golf ball.
He hadn't thrown a strike, and the pitch he swung at was not a strike.
Yeah,
I would make him throw me a strike.
I'm putting my bat in my back pocket. If I'm your coaching staff for Holt, I'm just saying, until you get, take it till you get a strike, and obviously even then, still minimize your zone.
3-2 now to Calder Vitale, the catcher.
A lot of people will say that, argue, especially kind of the way that the game of baseball is kind of evolving, don't give strikes away, which, I agree to a point.
Ground ball back up the middle. Diving,
nice
D. Sylvester. Oh, what a play by Colin D. Sylvester, the shortstop. And the wherewithal just to flip it out of his glove. Outstanding. Run scored, but they did get an out at second base.
That had 2 runs written all over it.
Yes.
And I thought for him just to knock it down was a great play in itself, and then to be able to glove flip that was nice.
That's a big out because that's 2 outs now. The run scores to tie it, but we got first and third. Vitale on by the fielder's choice, and we have John DeGelder, number 15, at the plate. Take strike 1. Wow. Flashing some leather here this afternoon on the turf.
Running.
Yep. Popped up. That looks like that's going to get back out of play. Wind's blowing a little bit in our face, isn't it, Mitch?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Sometimes I feel like it's whipping across, like from right to left, if you will. And we don't have a flag up to tell us kind of the direction, but
0-2 to DeGelder.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's just like that because we're open.
Oh, tries to go off speed on an 0-2 pitch, and DeGelder takes. That's taking one for the team right there, Mitch.
I'll take it. You see that? You're seeing that often where a kid will, have 2 strikes on you, kind of stepping on the plate, to try to wear one with 2 strikes.
So the 7th batter of the inning, Braden Prebianca, takes ball 1. 2-0 now. And Kirkpatrick, after the one play, got the 0-2 count and then the hit by pitch, and he's kind of just seems like he's still searching for it.
Oh, you don't help him there.
Big swing and a miss, 2-1.
As a coach, you're sitting there in that situation when you have that 2-0 swing. You're looking down going, what are you doing? But you got to clap for your guy because at least he's trying to be aggressive.
I know. Yeah, and exactly.
But there goes your discipline. You swinging a ball in your cheek, and then you take a pitch right down the middle of the plate, and it's just you have to set it up for success. Yourself up for success.
2 balls, 2 strikes. There it is on the outside corner. And Kirkpatrick finally ends that. But not before. Holt scratches 1, ties up the game. We're going to the top of the 2nd.
At Legacy Performance Academy, we meet athletes where they are in their development, whether you're just starting out or already on the path to greatness. Legacy Sports and Fitness is the premier program for growth, with a full training field designed to help you sharpen every aspect of your game. Paired with our elite baseball programs, we've got the foundation for your success.
Folks, we got another player. Man, what's wrong?
Off and
We
on.
have another starting pitcher spotlight. Visiting or the home team Holt Indians now on the mound, and we're going to get this young man's name correct this time. Aiden Pettit. Lord have mercy. Struggle bus is real, Mitch, and I'm on it.
Oh, yeah. I'm driving it, though. So we're good.
Aiden Pettit on the young season is 1-0. He's had 4 starts, 2.63 ERA. He's throwing pretty well, 16 innings, and a 219 OBA, 156 WHIP. Maybe that's a little high. He's had 11 walks, but 27 Ks.
That'll play big time.
Our player spotlight presented by Youth Baseball Midwest. Big swing and a miss for Bryce Phillips, the first baseman, leading off this inning here for the Warrenton Warriors. So my apologies to Mr. Pettit in messing all that up in the first inning. His parents are probably going, "What the heck is going on? That's not that ain't his name."
It's the first inning.
Oh man.
We're in 8th inning form, if you will.
I'll tell you though, Mitch. Oh yeah, that's a tough one up for the catcher there, Vitali. We started off Blue Springs, came back, we did Blue Springs, back for the G.A.C., then Wednesday at Lafayette. We were off Thursday. I don't know if we were really off. We were working hard, getting everything set for the Game 7. We had Monday to get ready for our game yesterday. So what have we had? Was that 1, 2, 3? Saturday at the park, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is our 8th game in 7 days.
It's a lot of baseball being covered.
It is, man. We're excited, but I think I'm
Starting to feel it?
I got to get my brain. I feel like it's mush right now.
Well, you don't even have a day off. I mean, you got to be right back at it tomorrow, right?
Yeah, we've got chased upstairs. Phillips down on strikes. Pettit, nice pitch there. Out number 1. Yeah, we're tomorrow. St. Louis Suburban game of the week. Oakville
Should be a good
hosting
one.
Parkway Central, the Colts.
That should be a good one. I think coming into this game for us is when we're looking at kind of stats and how the season's going for both teams, I think it come down to scoring runs. And we just saw there when you have the bases loaded in less than 2 outs, you got to score more than 1.
Yes, you do.
Especially when you're struggling. But that could be the reason why.
Foul ball off the bat. Well, there's no instant replay, so he's already called it.
Don't say he hit it.
I thought it hit the bat personally.
It did. He's trying to say it hit his right shoulder. If it hit your
Yeah.
right shoulder and you're a right-handed hitter, that's your backside, buddy.
There's no way Rick down there is going to see that. I don't see him changing this call.
I'm not even sure. If it hit his backside, he would have had to turn completely around, or he would have actually had to attempt to swing.
Yeah.
If it didn't hit off his bat.
That is Mason Thompson at the plate.
But you can do
The
your
center
best.
fielder. Now, Mason, Evan, our crack G.A.C. North.
Oh, they gave it to him.
They gave it to him.
That's bad.
Wow. I'm surprised by that.
Maybe I missed something, but that doesn't even make sense to me.
No.
It doesn't even make How's that logical? He would have had to
Yeah.
turn completely around to hit his right shoulder.
Well, nonetheless, here's Jake Kirkpatrick. So we got the HBP. I think it was birthday. Oh, picked him. Oh. Oh, no. Oh, no.
There's nobody at third. I was waiting for the circus music.
That just didn't look right at all, Mitch. I thought it was going into center field. Fortunately, the one young man was backing it up, and then he just decided to throw it to first base. I'm not quite sure why.
Back turn, maybe? I don't know.
So, a stolen base for Mason Thompson. Kirkpatrick birthday, right? Yesterday? It was Kirkpatrick's birthday yesterday, so happy birthday to Jake Kirkpatrick. Give him some love there. So he's at the plate trying to help his own cause. Got a runner in scoring position.
You gotta take advantage of that, man. They gave you an out right there.
Absolutely. It's 0-2 to Kirkpatrick. Yeah, that one surprised me.
Yeah, details, right? It always comes down to these minor things. Good pitch.
Oh, that is a great pitch.
And you would like to see these young men take a little bit more pride in some of the, catch play, because I think catch play leads to
Yes.
things like this.
Agreed.
And I'm not saying that that's what is the reason why he threw it away. I'm just it's an example.
Keegan Melligard at the plate. Go ahead, Mitch.
Learning to throw on the run when you're young, trying to practice doing great things. Can go
Off the concrete.
Can go a long ways, and it's the one thing I learned from being able to watch one of the greatest shortstops ever play the game, in Ozzie Smith. And he would say, you have to practice making great plays. You have to put yourself in position to do things that are uncomfortable, like a ball that you may not get to. And if you try, you never know what's going to happen, right? And that famous play is the one that he dove over Willie McGee. Was it Willie McGee? Yeah. But they've talked about that, going into it. That was one of the things that I took away from being able to watch baseball.
Ball is fouled back out of play. So 0-2, a loud strike and a foul back. Do you think San Diego ever regrets trading him?
No. I mean, I don't think Gary Templeton was a
No, he wasn't.
and he was a former All-Star. I know that what he did to get himself traded Herzog wasn't a fan of him.
Good pitch by Pettit. Strands the runner at second base. We're going to the bottom of the second, tied 1-1. Level up with Legacy Performance Academy. When it comes to development, Legacy Sports and Fitness is all about training the whole athlete, on the field and off. Improve mobility, boost flexibility, prevent injuries, train explosive strength and functional movements, grow as an individual. Because we know a better athlete today becomes a greater player tomorrow. Maximize your potential, folks, at Legacy Performance Academy. We appreciate Legacy Performance Academy sponsoring our G.A.C. Classic here today. And just as another note, next Tuesday, we will be right back here, right, Mitchie the Kid?
I will be.
I'm going to be here.
Hopefully you'll have some rest before then.
We've got the G.A.C. Central coming to CarSheild and CarSheild Field, and I'm looking forward to that one. I think we got some pretty good matchups. We saw some good pitchers yesterday. I think we're going to see some more. So make sure, hey, while you're here, if you're enjoying the ball game, hit the subscribe button, like it, share it out with your friends, hit the dinger, right, Mitch?
That's what we do, baby. Hit dingers.
You're gonna crush one over that wall, right?
Not that one.
That one?
That one.
Okay. I was pointing to right field. He's pointing to left, so
I can guarantee I'll hit one straight back.
that'll be your notifications for upcoming episodes just like this. Tune in with us next Tuesday here, 2, 4:30, and 7 at CarSheild Field for the G.A.C. Classic, the G.A.C. Central Classic. Leading off, number 12 for the Holt Indians is Beckett House. He's the DH today. Swings and misses, strike one.
You know, Brian, I went and looked, of course, smartphones, yay, to see the comparison between Templeton and Smith. I might have to retract my statement.
Uh-oh.
Just because of
D. Sylvester, he's smooth, man. Wow.
like them turf hops.
That kid is smooth.
The play that he made in the first inning that's an elite level play there.
Wow.
I love the glove work. That's what I love most about like your middle infielders is just because they like the flash with the glove. I do not mind that whatsoever because I think it creates a real handsy kind of guy.
Uh-huh.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And so you like to see that when you're playing defense because bad hops happen. And I feel if you got those kinds of hands, you know what I mean? It's just like kind of showing them off, doing all the glove tricks and cute stuff that you see on the internet.
Gavin Freymuth at the plate. He's quickly down 0-2, fouls that one into the seats. You know, we've talked about this on numerous occasions. Here's Kirkpatrick, struggled through the first inning. They left the bases loaded, got one run, and a line drive right at, and off the top of the glove of Carter Martin. Looks like a little bit of alligator arms there, Mitch.
You want that one back. You know, it's always funny, especially like when you play in like stadiums with some of the backdrops. You think a ball's actually hit hard at you, and it's not. And I think that's what happened there. He thought that the ball was hit just a little bit harder, and it kind of just floated in the air like a changeup.
And you're just like, you mistime it
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah. Ground ball to the first baseman. Phillips up to
I like it.
the short. Not
It don't matter.
in time, though. Had to get rid of that quickly. I don't think they were going to get him anyway.
No, but what I loved about that was the PFP, like the pitcher getting over there. That was great hustle. I'd like to have seen the catcher get down there, but I guess utilize the brick wall.
So 3-6 on the putout of Freymuth. Going to second, we got a runner at first, 2 outs, and a foul ball. Buckmaster, he kind of turned, but couldn't quite. This is where, it's funny, the kids in high school baseball, you get the bigger fields, you get the things, Blues hollering, leave it. Get back over there. Let the guys in the dugout handle it. Don't worry about it. Go play baseball. But that's from the Little League stuff, man.
Yeah, you don't see that often in the Little League because of how small the fields are. Everything is real close. Especially playing out in like places like Warrenton, you're relatively close to everything. So, a ball hits the fence, it typically rolls in fair territory. So, you got to go get it. And I'm not.
No, it's just the way it is, and that's what these kids are used to.
Yeah.
And to get into a big ballpark like this, Blues going.
Yeah. I try to manage that stuff myself. There's just things that the unwritten rules or small details.
Runner goes, good jump, throw down. He stole that base on Kirkpatrick. Haas didn't have a chance on that.
Yeah, he even kind of delayed that just a little bit and still was able to get in there pretty smooth.
2-2 to Buckmaster.
But just going back to kind of youth sports, like as I coach 14U,
Grounded foul.
Nice little play by the third baseman.
Stolen base. Buckmaster's 2-2 count here. Go ahead, Mitch.
But at 14U, I'm like, hey, we're preparing for high school, so we're going to stay on the side of our dugout instead of doing the whole, run behind the handedness of the hitter.
Off the hands, slower bobble. He got him. Good strong throw out there by the third baseman, Rick Stanley. We're going to top of the third inning. Score still tied 1-1.
At Legacy Performance Academy, we meet athletes where they are in their development, whether you're just starting out or already on the path to greatness. Legacy Sports and Fitness is the premier program for growth, with a full training field designed to help you sharpen every aspect of your game. Paired with our elite baseball programs, we've got the foundation for your success.
Folks, speaking of our St. Louis Suburban Baseball Game of the Week, I think we're probably going to see the thing with Oakville, Mitch, is they got 3 dudes, 3 serious arms. I'm hoping we get a chance to see Kilburn tomorrow. I don't know what their rotation, where they're at right now, but it looks like we're on track to do that. I hope so. So Parkway Central, I believe they're now. I'm going to talk out of turn, so I'm not going to say it. I think they're at 500, but I'm not quite sure. But that's what we got tomorrow, our game of the week. Oakville taking on Parkway Central from Oakville High School. So make sure you tune in. I believe we have a 4:30 first pitch, correct, Lauren? And so that means we will be on the air live at 4 o'clock for our pregame show. Make sure you tune in. Hit the subscribe button. Get that dinger. Notifications will let you know when we're on the air. Appreciate that very much. Looking forward to it. Leading off for the Warriors here is Keegan Lemkool. The 9-hole takes a strike. Vitale behind the plate. Pettit back out on the mound for the Holt Indians. Little flare coming to get it. Nice play by the first baseman, Caleb Evans, for out number 1.
Yeah, he had to do that. You will not see Adam Kilburn tomorrow. He pitched yesterday against Parkway South.
That makes sense.
Yep, and took the L there. They gave up 3 runs, 6 Ks, 3 walks.
What was the final on that one, Mitch?
6-5.
6-5, Parkway South.
Parkway South. Error-free game, so
that is lined into right center, but up with the catch is Cartwright for out number 2. I don't think he quite got the barrel on that, Mitch.
No, but I was ready to watch him run because I ain't got it like that.
Carter Martin out the dish. He popped out foul to the first baseman, his first at bat. Pettit has settled in here nicely.
There's always something about being able to play in a stadium where, somebody like Albert Pujols hit some home runs out of here for charity events, and Shaq's been on this field. You remember the Shaq versus Pujols?
And Martin turns on one, gives it a ride, and it is over the wall, ground rule double. Good effort out there by Pregame, but that ball was hammered.
Yeah, I thought that had a chance to get out. I was looking for some wind to see if it was actually blowing in, because obviously it's hitting us in our face. But
I know, right?
It kind of hung up there.
It just kept carrying.
Yeah, but it looked like it hung up right at the peak, at like the apex of the ball in the air.
Brings up the 3-hitter, Colin DeSylvester.
You could see it out there in a tense. It is blowing kind of in our face.
That is a hit by pitch. That's the third one we've seen today. So first and second brings up the 4-hitter, Rick Stanley. And I wanted to see that because D. Sylvester's been hitting the ball pretty well on the young season. He's hitting 472, Mitch. 12 ribbies, 15 runs. That kid's having himself a season so far.
A little bit. So on base percentage is probably pretty high too. Probably close to 600.
So Stanley.
Stats.
Stanley has got a couple doubles, 10 RBIs, 286. He's ahead 2-0. On deck, the first baseman, Bryce Phillips. Throw back behind the runner. Not sure the middle infield was quite ready for that throw, Mitch.
Yeah, you don't make that throw without communication. So I would assume that there was some sort of communication. I'm not sure if it was reciprocated or not.
Right. 3-0.
You don't really make that throw as a catcher without communication.
See 2 outs there, 3-0 pitch. You know he's wanting to get back in the count. Ball 4.
Yeah, and I think that's the difference between that situation here and the first inning. For Warrenton's arm that was out there, he had been struggling. He had thrown 12 of 15 pitches were balls. And so you don't want to give in situations like that. Where here, 3-0, 2 down, might as well send it.
Give him a shot.
Yeah.
So the bases are full of Warriors. And strike 1 to Bryce Phillips. Oh, here comes the runner there. We're going to have a play. Oh, and he's safe. A little better throw, and I think the runner's out there, Mitch. Martin slides in safe on the wild pitch. Everybody moves up 90 feet, and we got a 2-1 lead.
I'm not sure if he looked like he took a little slide there. Might have got him, but I'm not sure if the slide did or if the collision a little bit there with the pitcher. But you're correct though in saying if he gets it on the right side of the plate, he's probably out. And
I understand. Don't get me wrong, folks. I know it's but these are the things, as a catcher, you got to move quick. It's that tough. Those are tough plays.
There's a reason why you practice it, and I think I think for the most part, you don't see coaches practicing, that kind of stuff. It's one of the things that we used to teach when we were in college is we would have our catchers go out. We would throw baseballs off the backstop.
Yeah.
And just get reads. We wouldn't even have them go chase the baseball. It would just be, let's read the baseball. And then from there, we would maybe drill it a little bit, then we move on.
And there's another walk. So Pettit, after quickly getting 2 outs, has run himself into some trouble, and coach heading out to talk to the pitcher.
Yeah, things like this too as a base runner, knowing the field that you're in with even though this is padded, there's concrete behind it, so it's going to bounce pretty good. But typically, a ball that's high on these fields is going to hit that pad and bounce back pretty aggressively. So again, just knowing your fields and knowing what's going to happen is up to the coaching staff to kind of have these conversations pregame.
One of the things I think is interesting, and I think this is the tough thing when you see, young athletes like this, and it's tough for even major league, I think elite athletes, to be able to control your body to put yourself in a position to make a throw as accurately as possible, put it where you want to. I mean, even professional athletes, that's difficult.
Well, you look at people like Nolan Arenado, who
Lined into center field, and it looks like the run's coming around and is cut off.
That's a good cut, though.
It is a good cut. They had a chance at the runner at second, but throw got away. But a 2-out, 2 RBI single for Mason Thompson, the center fielder, breaks open this game a little bit here for the Warriors. 2 more runs scored, and we got a 4-1 Warrior lead.
But going back to things like guys like Nolan Arenado, Carlos Correa, guys that throw the baseball consistently kind of moving, or you see them in awkward positions throwing baseballs. I mean, they literally practiced doing this. Go watch him in the spring training when he showed up this year, watching him on the back fields, making goofy plays, throwing from goofy angles, just literally trying. What happens if it does happen?
Right. Jake Kirkpatrick pops the ball up on the infield, and that ends the inning. They strand 2, but they get 2. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. Score now 4-1 Warriors. Level up with Legacy Performance Academy. When it comes to development, Legacy Sports and Fitness is all about training the whole athlete, on the field and off. Improve mobility, boost flexibility, prevent injuries, train explosive strength and functional movements, grow as an individual. Because we know a better athlete today becomes a greater player tomorrow. Folks, we do have another player spotlight here. We're going to spotlight the young man behind the dish. I know Mitch likes to talk about Austin Haas. What do you got for us, our player spotlight here?
Man, he's a young man. Yep, that's my turn. You're driving the struggle bus now. I might be on the short one, but we're going to get there. Anywho, I met Austin, I think maybe as a 14U kid, maybe freshman in high school, was made that varsity roster. But from the first time I met him, I always thought that he was going to be one of those guys that was a headsy kind of player. And you kind of see that here. We haven't got a chance to see him run the bases, but that's what I love about him is his speed. I think what he's doing for Warrenton is he's, what is needed for his team.
Yeah.
And you like to see that out of a young athlete, even as a freshman, sophomore, taking that premium position out there at catcher when he might be a heck of a, second baseman. So.
Tough as nails kid, plays football, hard-nosed football player.
Yeah, go up and look at him.
Isn't he all-conference, Evan? Yeah, he's all-conference football player.
Yeah, go walk up to him and shake his hand. I mean, he's got tree trunks for legs. There's a reason why he runs fast, and then he puts a lot of time into his body, too, to make sure he is in good shape.
Austin Haas, our player spotlight presented by Youth Baseball Midwest. The most comprehensive youth baseball talk in the Midwest. Wouldn't you agree, Mitch?
Oh, I have to agree. I have no choice. if you want me back.
That's not true. Be honest.
I was. No, I'm kidding, obviously.
Oh, I missed that. What is it, 2-0? I believe it is 2-0.
Now.
Oh, mercy.
No, it is fun. What I love about this is if I can't make something, I can get a chance to tune in.
Yep.
And you're starting to get to see players from all over this state. There's not a lot of people out there doing that, if any. So I think what you're doing is absolutely great for the high school baseball community.
2 balls. Oh, no. We had 1 ball, 2 strikes. So now we're 2-2. We'll get you one. 20%. Got to get the charger rolling on the old iPad over here.
I'm leaving it running.
Oh, that, I don't know. That was a tough pitch to take. 3-2. Caleb Evans at the plate, the first baseman. Walked and was stranded at third. Grounded to the shortstop.
That's third baseman.
Grounded to Rick Stanley, the third
Oh,
baseman,
jeez.
throws it over to the third baseman. I am a mess. We're a mess. See, you started talking about struggle bus. I'm telling you, man, we're all over the place here today.
We need a mound visit for Brian over here.
Hey, you know what? It's one out. We got one out, right? There we go. We're making it work here, kids. That's some professional stuff going on in here. Fly ball. Hey, that is the left fielder, Mitch. That's Meligard making the catch for out number 2.
Man, I love every piece of it because it just goes to show that there's some days you have it, some days that you don't.
Well, as my father used to say, is some days chicken, some days feathers. And I got a boatload of feathers.
I like that saying. I think I got to use that for duck season.
There you go.
Hopefully that's a good thing, because if I got a boat full of feathers.
Some days feathers, some days ducks, right?
Yeah, I like that.
That's lined at Thompson.
Right play, though.
Better part of discretion there.
Yeah, I mean, you're up 4-1. Maybe you can give it up,
Don't
but
let that get past you.
Yeah, well, that's
Right.
kind of was my thought process. But maybe if you're up 4-1, maybe you risk it. I don't know, but
Hey, it's 2 outs. It was a hard hit ball. I like the play. John DeGelder at the plate. He was hit by a pitch. And Kirkpatrick is throwing more strikes now. He looks like he's settled down a little bit. Threw way too many pitches in that first inning. But that one is banged into left center. Meligard up with it. So back-to-back 2-out singles, Mitch.
eliminate those.
We've had a lot of stuff done with 2 outs on both sides.
Most of it has been, and I there's a big emphasis even in the inside of the youth coaching, even at 10, 11, 12 years old. You're starting to see a lot of charts put together, like your QAB charts, things that are kind of measurable goals, and a lot of people are emphasizing 2-out RBIs, and it's a big driver because they're team at bats when you have 2 strikes or 2 outs.
Right.
And I think that's what, if you're paying attention to Cardinals baseball right now, you're starting to see that they're now having team at bats. And I think that goes a really, really long way in team sports. That's my Captain Obvious moment for this game.
This is outside. It is 1 ball, 2 strikes to number 5, Braden Prebianca. Struck out to end the first inning, and he strikes out here to end the third. We're going to the top of the 4th inning, score 4-1 Warriors.
At Legacy Performance Academy, we meet athletes where they are in their development, whether you're just starting out or already on the path to greatness. Legacy Sports and Fitness is the premier program for growth, with a full training field designed to help you sharpen every aspect of your game. Paired with our elite baseball programs, we've got the foundation for your success.
Maximize your potential, folks. Legacy Performance Academy, we appreciate them sponsoring our G.A.C. Classic here today. Caleb Evans, another player spotlight here for this Holt Indians squad. Mr. Evans on the season. Oh, got to get to the right place. I'll get there. Is hitting .381. He's leading the team in batting average. He's got a .581 OB on-base percentage. I know Mitch loves that stat right there.
It's the only way you can score runs, getting on base.
Get on base, right? And he's got 6 runs scored. So he's had himself a pretty good season so far. I like the fact that he's only struck out 5 times, Mitch, and he's walked 10. So he's hitting in the middle of the order. You got a young man like this who's that run producer guy, and he doesn't strike out much.
With the arms at this in this conference, you know, having strikeouts down like that, I think is a big deal. So obviously, again, it goes back to the same thing I keep regurgitating every single time we're on this on air is be competitive.
Yeah,
You know
absolutely.
what I mean? And
absolutely.
so, but what you're seeing is a lot of discipline, plate discipline. You know, he's got the walks. He's got more walks than strikeouts, which
Yep.
is hard to do, especially in this, you know, where we're at in today's game. But it comes down to plate discipline and competition, and it's just
and
do
he
your
plays.
best.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go
Do
ahead.
your best.
Yeah, and he plays pretty athletic first base for a big kid. Ball is flown into left field. Under it is Pregame for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. Baseball economics, baby. Gotta love it. So Lemkool, out number 1. That that was Meligard.
Yeah.
For out number 1. That brings us to Keegan Lemkool. Ball 1. You know, pretty good crowd out here this afternoon too, Mitch.
Definitely on. I'm assuming that's mostly Holt over there. They're right down the street.
Yeah.
I'll watch your lips on that one. Warrenton's 25, 30 minutes away, and we're at a 2:00 start today. So
Yeah, and I think some of these schools are on spring break as well.
I don't think so. I'm not 100% sure because my
I know
kids.
Warrenton is not.
Yeah, my kids were on spring break, which is in the Wentzville School District 2 weeks ago. So
2 weeks ago?
yeah,
Okay, so I was wrong. Well, Fort Zumwalt, I know Fort Zumwalt West, or Fort Zumwalt was.
I got you.
I'm not sure when Francis Howell was. So there you go. Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah,
The Easter breaks, right? Yep.
School's goofy these days.
I tell you, man.
4-day work weeks, 4-day school weeks.
Lemkool lays off.
I actually think Warrenton's like that. I think they have Mondays off. They go to school Tuesday through Friday.
Look at that.
He knows.
We got 3 balls and 1 strike as our YBM insider over there covering the G.A.C. North for us is a Warrenton High School student, senior, Evan Shank, and he said, yes, that is correct. So that's fouled off. 3-2 now to Lemkool. Looks like he's talking to himself a little bit there. It's like, man.
Yeah, he's probably shaking his hands out. They're going right back in there, too.
Get in his kitchen. And he did. Oh, good
Yeah,
pitch
Yep.
by Pettit. Threaded the black, man.
Yeah, I don't think you could be upset with that one, young man. That's unfortunately a pitcher just dotting.
Back to the top of the order with Austin Haas, who has walked and scored a run, lined out to the right fielder, and shoots a single into right field.
He was playing them shallow, too.
It looks like Cartwright wanted to shoot it over there, didn't he?
Yeah, sometimes as a first baseman, you have that happen to you. Just kind of get a little bit lackadaisical, not on purpose, but 99% of the time that's a base hit no matter what. And you turn around, it's like, I probably could have been at the bag because I didn't realize he was playing so close. But it goes back to, again, just IQ things in the game. Know where your defenders are at, offensively and defensively.
Yeah, take a look. Carter Martin, and that ball is past Vitale and puts Austin Haas in scoring position. And Martin banged one hopped into the seats the last at bat, so
Let's see if they go back in there.
got to be careful.
Good talk. Good talk. Like to see that. That's what I'm trying to get the youngsters to do, is to understand how to communicate. When guys are having walking leads, try to always get them to make sure that their feet are stopped, no longer moving. To get them settled, because it's easy to get a running start and just kind of take off with momentum.
Right down Broadway for strike one. 1-1 now to Martin. Off the glove. Haas didn't even stop. That is great heads-up base running by Haas. Just hustling around.
Never stopped.
Pettit off the glove. That was unfortunate. I know Peyton, the shortstop, made a heck of an effort, but just not enough. And we've got a 5-1 ball game now.
Yeah, play the game of baseball, and I think that's the big thing. I think the shortstop made the play that he was supposed to make. I don't think you'd look at that and go, he shouldn't have done that. I think it was a bang-bang play anyways. So how do you know?
Exactly.
Your first baseman makes a good throw. Maybe he's out. Who knows? I wouldn't look at that as a mistake by the shortstop. That's just a great effort play.
Absolutely.
Austin was better.
Yeah.
That's that speed.
Absolutely.
You actually saw that last night in the Cardinals-Astros game where Pena was at second base and there was a little blue pit to right field, and Walker left his feet to try to knock it down, and Pena never stopped and ended up catching Walker off guard.
D. Sylvester is 0 for 1 today. He's hit by a pitch, scored a run in the third inning. I'd give him $5 if he could do that again. Hit that pole like that. Oh, my goodness. We got 1 ball, 2 strikes. As Evan was talking to us about this, D. Sylvester hit a home run last night.
Is that a birthday dinger?
Yeah, baby. So this young man, runner goes. Oh, lost it on the transfer, so no shot.
Yeah, he's got a good arm, too. I'd like to see that one.
Martin steals the bag, puts himself in scoring position.
The coolest thing that I ever did, 4 straight years on Father's Day, I hit a home run.
Did you really?
Yeah, but as a grown man, not as a
youngster.
Yeah.
2-2. Couldn't keep it fair. Down the line, into the bullpen. No, Mr. Right Fielder, go ahead. Get back. Left fielder, get back into position. He's a fielder.
Oh, no, I'm laughing. Yeah, there you go.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Number 12.
Oh, mercy.
We're going numbers now. I wonder what the scorebook looks like.
Oh, my scorebook looks fine. Oh! And another stolen base. It's a good throw. Just a little. He got 2 good jumps off the pitcher Pettit.
Again, it's the walking lead. It's the lack of communication. And, again, it's a free base. And you have to eliminate those the best that you can.
3-2 now to D. Sylvester. With Stanley on deck. And that is ball 4.
I expect him to go here too soon.
That's a good at-bat by D. Sylvester. He got down early, but stayed in it, and those are one of those walks you earned.
That's it. QABs, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Quality
quab. Stanley at the plate. 0 for 1. A base on balls and a run scored. Takes ball 1. Got to have some fun at the ballpark.
Yeah, I was thinking of like one of the Bugs Bunny's characters. That big rooster.
Oh, Foghorn Leghorn.
Yeah, that's what I felt like you just said there.
One of the best lines, man. Best lines by Foghorn Leghorn. And he takes a strike because he always talks so much. And this one, the chicken hawk, he's like, son, you got to stop talking so much. You're going to get your tongue sunburned.
That's fantastic, actually.
Oh, man. That's 3-1. We're referencing Looney Tunes, and he always had the one. That boy's about as sharp as a bag of wet mice.
I needed to watch more cartoons growing up because that was solid, too.
Jeez. They were the best, man. Looney Tune cartoons were the best. Bugs Bunny and all those. Yeah, man.
Things that you can't say
3-2
today to people anymore.
I
About
don't know,
as sharp
man.
as a...
Sharp as a bag of wet mice.
Oh, yeah. I'm using that. So if I get yelled at by any parents, I'm blaming it on you.
Just tell them, hey, Brian told me that.
Brian sent me.
Stanley waves at the last pitch, strikes out. They get one. We're going to the bottom of the fourth inning score, 5-1 Warriors.
Level up with Legacy Performance Academy. When it comes to development, Legacy Sports and Fitness is all about training the whole athlete, on the field and off. Improve mobility, boost flexibility, prevent injuries, train explosive strength and functional movements, grow as an individual. Because we know a better athlete today becomes a greater player tomorrow.
All right, Mitch. We're at the G.A.C. North Classic. Next week, Wednesday, on this week from today, we'll be having the G.A.C. South Classic. I'll spit that out momentito. And it's going to be a lot of fun. That's the big dogs all barking.
Every one of them. I'd like to maybe have those on Tuesday.
You know the one, though, I'm looking forward to, though? It's the first one. It's the 2 o'clock game. Howell North. I think playing Francis Howell.
And they're making noise, and they have enough depth in their starting staff right now to go out and compete every single Tuesday and Wednesday.
And you know that's on the calendar, circling it, right?
I wonder just because the nature of the game, if they'll switch Stover to Wednesday. I don't think that would happen. Mm-hmm. You'd like to keep them on schedule.
See Howard.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Either way, we're going to get a good
high
matchup.
velocity. We're going to get lots of velocity there, lots of pump, lots of strikes, and lots of excitement.
Exactly. See, that to me, Tuesday or Wednesday, it really doesn't matter.
It don't.
You're going to get a really high-level pitching matchup.
Yeah, and they've missed some guys. There's Hal North is missing a big arm, is recovering from some elbow issues. He's out for the season, and Cam Burris, and that's a guy that's a guy next year that's going to be. I know that we're not talking about next year, but again, just the depth of the arms is big because Stover's a senior, correct?
I believe so. Yes. So Kirkpatrick out for the bottom of the fourth inning, facing Beckett House. Didn't get him to chase that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I had one of my hitting groups that I had was House, or Haas. I should call him Haas. Sorry. And no, Carter Stover.
You're correct.
And Stover was in a hitting group together that I had.
Grounded to the
nice
backhand,
play.
one knee, comes up, fires a strike.
Show it off. Show it off, young man.
Oh, man. Where's this kid been hiding?
Yeah, you need to look down at your engineers over there and say, cut that one.
That's a clip right there.
We need to have short. We need to have a short on that one on how to play shortstop on turf.
Bonafide, big-time play. Oh, my goodness.
He doesn't do that. I'm telling. He does not do that without practicing that play.
Exactly. Because, I mean, that slide and able to pop off that back leg and through a seed, Mitch. We see you working.
Well, it looked like he didn't see it.
Curveball.
I
out
thought
in
that's what
front.
he put his hand up for. Sorry,
Yep.
I didn't mean to cut. I didn't mean to talk over
Mason
you there.
Thompson making the catch, out number 2. Gavin Fremuth down for out number 2. Back to the top of the order with Aiden Payton, who struck out his first at bat, reached on the fielder's choice, was stranded at second base. The curveball goes over his melon. Gives it a little smile.
I wasn't looking. I was looking up some scores, seeing if anything had started.
I don't think 309, probably not yet on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
A little blooper and is caught in right field by Keegan Lemkel for out number 3. So I think, Mitch, that is our first 1, 2, 3 of the afternoon so far.
well, you're the one keeping score, so I'm going to refer to you on that, and it looks like that's the case.
You are correct. We're going top of the 5th inning, score 5-1 Warriors.
At Legacy Performance Academy, we meet athletes where they are in their development, whether you're just starting out or already on the path to greatness. Legacy Sports and Fitness is the premier program for growth, with a full training field designed to help you sharpen every aspect of your game. Paired with our elite baseball programs, we've got the foundation for your success.
Folks, we appreciate you tuning in. Look, if you... yeah, I knew that. Folks, thanks for tuning in. As always, Youth Baseball Midwest is presented or is produced by, there we go, Red Earth Productions, LLC. If you're looking for any kind of production work for your baseball team, your company, your business, we'd be happy to help. Go to our website, www.redearthprod.com. Check us out. We'll be happy to talk to you. Mitch Pettit coming back out for this inning. He hadn't pitched bad. He had the one inning where it got away from him, but he's pitched pretty well.
Yeah, I think that we saw that again last night. I know that E scored some runs, but again, he's just competing. And so, you might give up a few runs, but you only got 18 pitches in that inning. Just things fall. It's just that's the love of this game. I'm on my microphone. I'm not.
Absolutely.
No, I am.
Fine.
All right.
You're fine.
I thought I missed this time.
That's all producing stuff right there.
I saw hand gestures. I was like, I struck out this time too.
No. Bryce Phillips leading off here for the Warriors takes ball 1.
I felt as a broadcasting group, we need to bring out the sombreros for us because we've got quite a few strikeouts ourselves. Sun's out. I don't hit well in daylight. Foul ball to the right side.
We got 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Bryce Phillips. Two and two. I want to thank Legacy Performance Academy for continuing to support Youth Baseball Midwest. Those guys do a very good job over there. The performance aspect. They train a lot of different athletes, not just baseball. There, I know they do a lot of track and field as well.
Yeah, I was going to say a big pole vaulting place too, right?
Right. Yeah, Legacy Sports and Fitness. There it is. And I think they've had football players. I mean, they've got a lot of athletes over there, not just baseball players. And they work, that part of it where just becoming a better athlete, right, Mitch?
I mean, you're seeing it everywhere that we go. If you're tuning into some of these high school games, you're seeing athletic young men just ball. So make that your priority first before you try to get a kid worried about batting averages at 11, 12 years old. Have them become an athlete first.
I love it. Mason Thompson at the plate. Mason is 1 for 1. He's reached base both times. It was hit by a pitch, the mysterious right shoulder behind the
I would like to ask what happened
I would
because I have
too,
to go
too.
back and
I thought it even hit the. I heard it hit the bat. I thought it did. So maybe we just didn't see what we saw, Mitch.
he's missing arm side big time. It's probably a good time for a visit.
3-0.
You get the late part of the game. Sometimes as a coach, you say things. I'm guilty of this too. Say, hey, you got one more inning left, and they go out and kind of fall apart a little bit because they're trying to do too much since they're trying to air it out, stuff like that. I like to go, just breathe.
Well, heck, it was going to be ball 4 anyway. Might as well put him. Might as well leave him a bruise with it.
Listen, buddy. Let me tell you about some of the days and the pitchers I had to catch back in my high school playing days. If we had a kid that was just like that elite level athlete, and we got him all three, we might hit him. That was actually call it Bush League if you want. Don't care. There's probably a reason why we hit him too.
So Pettit done for the afternoon. Called to the bullpen. Who we have striding out here? Young man number 8 for the Holt Indians. We're going to get some information on this young man. Number 8 is Joseph, I guess, Hoehne, Hoehne. I'm not quite sure how you pronounce that.
Hoehne don't play that.
Hoehne don't play that. I like that. No offense to the young man. We just have some fun.
Well, I have no idea.
No, I don't either. He's 1-0 on the season, though, Mitch. Four appearances, a 3.11 ERA. And he's got a 1.94 opponent's batting average against and has struck out. Where's that at? I'm going to get to it. I know it's there. There it is. He has struck out 5 and walked 5. There you go. 1.33 whip. What do you got?
You like to keep that whip down. Again, it's the walks, hits, innings pitched for those of you that don't know what whip is. And, you could give up the hit. It's fine. It's a competitive approach, but walks just hurt. We're seeing that today, and the runs that have been allowed is from the free bases or free passes, whichever one you want to call them. Both the same. It looks like he's got a little bit of movement on his fastball, maybe a little cut to it. Sorry, I was getting invested in what the coach was doing over there. He was giving some hand signals, was trying to figure out what he was trying to do with his defense.
So Pettit went 4 innings, 4 hits, 5 runs, 3 base on balls, and 5 Ks.
He's got good enough stuff. What year is he?
Let's see. I'll get that for you here in just a minute. Jake Kirkpatrick at the plate now. Takes ball 1. 2 on, nobody out. Ground ball to the shortstop. Peyton up. Nice play. And can't get the turn. But a nice play by the shortstop, Peyton, to get the runner at second. We're going to have first and third with 1 out.
Interesting there. I think I would have liked to seen the shortstop kind of go to third base there and get the out at third. The third baseman was covering the bag. He was running that way. It would have been a nice, easy, short throw versus trying to have to throw across your body. I'm not saying he didn't make a nice play because that was a real nice turn to second base, but keep the force play intact.
Yeah. Strike 1 now to
It's
Keegan Melgard. just for your information, Mitch, Pettit is a senior. Runner goes. The throw through is cut off by the second baseman, holds the runner at third. A stolen base for the courtesy runner for Kirkpatrick. I didn't see the number. Did you see who it was when it came in?
No, a 2 maybe. I think it was a single-digit number.
Kale, the brother of Keegan. So we have the brother of Keegan, Cale Lemkel, running for the pitcher, Jake Kirkpatrick.
That's where, again, going back to this, that first and third situation, they didn't even attempt to throw there.
Right.
And so you just gave them that base. And if you go to third base, you keep them at first and second. And, now it's much more difficult to steal that bag or even give away that free base.
3 balls, 2 strikes now to Melgard.
Now, he goes out there and gets us out here. It's not a big deal.
We got the Winfield Warriors showing up. Ball 4 loads the bases for Keegan Lemkel.
A lot of Warriors today.
We're
gonna
I
see
always
3 of
wondered
them.
about that. You have Indians, you have some Indians, and you have 3 Warriors in one conference.
And a Pirate.
Well, 1 Pirate and 1 Eagle. Ball 1 to Lemkel.
So the question is then, how did the Pirate get here? It's because
He was
everything else is
raiding.
Native
He was
American. as well.
raiding.
Huh? Yeah.
He was raiding.
He's raiding.
That's right. Raiding up from the Gulf of America.
Searching for Indian artifacts.
2 balls, 1 strike.
I mean, we're pretty much into river towns if you think about where, Winfield, St. Charles West, kind of. Obviously, Winfield is a big-time river town.
Yeah. 2-2.
I guess
There's Mr. Warren Conrad over there. I'm looking forward to watching him play again today.
Yeah, we didn't get to see him last year. He was hurt, correct?
I think so. Counts full, 3-2. Lined over the shortstop into center. Throw coming home. One's in. It's cut off by the first baseman, Evans. And the second run scores of the inning. So a 2 RBI single for Keegan Lemkel with a full count.
I'm not going to say that changes this outcome here, but again, go back into looking at, taking that ball to third base, getting that force out, eliminate a run there. I just think small things like that can, really change the outlook of a game. And so you might as well just practice playing, practice doing it. Why not? Make a play, coach.
Grounded foul by Haas.
Oh, then the third baseman takes off.
So 3 more runs have scored in this inning. Making it an 8-1 ball game.
Oh, they got to see that.
Oh, he chased a bad pitch and grounds out back to the pitcher.
I got a ruling scoring. Is it a issue or not as an umpire if you see this? So the shortstop just tried to work in front of the base runner and collided with him. Non-issue. This is pre-pitch, or the pitch wasn't made. He was set. But if he takes a secondary and he's in his way, he can't take a secondary. Is that an issue?
It's judgment.
Yeah,
it's all
it's fair.
judgment.
I mean,
it's all just about what where you're at, as far as impeding in those, and that's even if the umpire saw it.
Well, a two-man crew, I doubt it. I don't think – I mean, it is in the visual of the plate umpire, but I know the field umpire won't see that.
Carter
Because it's
Martin
behind
at the
him.
plate. I believe we are 1 and what? 1 ball, 1 strike? Are we what? 0-2. Thank you. It's 8. It was 5-1. They scored 3. Phillips have scored, Thompson scored, and Kirkpatrick scored.
Gonna have
And
2
that
more.
is another single and going to score 2 more as Meligard and Lemkel score on the RBI single by Carter Martin. So 5 runs here in this. That's a balk. 5 runs have scored here in the top of the 5th inning. Martin to second on the balk. D. Sylvester at the plate. Takes ball 1. We have a 10-1 ball game now. Coach Pirkle, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Come on in.
Interrupt.
No, you're not interrupting. We're
Okay.
just sitting here talking baseball. Have a seat, man.
I'm going to let him steal mine.
Are you going to let him steal yours?
Okay. All right.
All right. Yeah, we got plenty of mics.
Let him sit before he has to stand all game.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. I'm usually
That
standing
ball
up,
is
being nervous.
fouled back out of
I see
play.
that pregame butterflies excitement. So
How you doing, Coach?
I'm good. Good.
Good to see you.
Yeah, good seeing you. Thanks for having us out here today.
Oh, man, no. I mean, you guys are playing baseball. We're just coming to hang out and watch baseball, man.
It's always a good day, right? You got some good
I mean,
weather.
look at this,
I know.
right?
I know.
Last year, it wasn't like this. It was, I think, a little cooler.
Yeah. Yeah.
But, wow.
I'm still used to wearing long sleeves. I wore long sleeves today. Probably don't even need it. So just a habit.
I know, right?
Right?
That's sun protection. He's
Exactly.
good.
Oh, that's a little, excuse me, the ball might hit me, and I don't want to go to base on a hit by pitch again.
Yeah, Warrenton's giving it to their coach right now. All right, Coach,
Yeah.
we got a question for you.
Okay.
So we just went around the league. We have 3 Warriors.
Yeah.
We have an Indian.
Yeah.
We have an Eagle.
Yeah.
And we have a Pirate.
Yeah.
Something seems odd. How do we get a Pirate in this conference?
Well, we've been the Pirates for over 100-something years, so I think
Maybe you were here first?
Yeah, we were here first, I think. So, yeah.
Ripped. Nice play by the shortstop Peyton.
Oh,
and
very nice play though.
can't finish the play. On his way to second base is D. Sylvester. Didn't get the help from his first baseman there. The run scores. On the air, D. Sylvester heads to second base, and we've got an 11-1 ball game. Looks like he's got a little pain there. Coach, you guys been playing some good baseball.
Yeah, we have been. When we come out mentally focused and prepared and with energy, we seem to play a lot better. Sometimes we come out flat, and it kind of shows whether it's our at-bats or our fielding. So it's about energy. If we come out focused and with good energy, we've been playing really well.
Talk to us about your pitching staff. You guys have been you're throwing strikes. They're very competitive right now.
Yeah, absolutely. In our conference games, we have our Tuesday starters, Matthew Robertson, sophomore, lefty, super competitive kid. Doesn't back down from anybody. He's been throwing strikes. Pitched 6 innings yesterday for us. Was really efficient. We fell behind early. Winfield had some really good at-bats to start the game off of Matthew, and then once he settled in, we mounted the comeback and took the lead and kind of held on to it. So he's been pitching really well, and then we have a senior going today, Nate Mosley, who has really stepped up. He's a competitor as well, just throws strikes, pounds the zone, and, yeah, he's been pitching really well. I think the big thing for us is we're trusting our defense. That's been our issues in the past is we don't field the ball that well sometimes. And this year we've been playing really, really clean games.
I was going to ask you, what's a big difference between last year and this year for your ball club?
Yeah, the amount of depth we have this year. Last year we kind of had our set 9 and a few guys on the bench that come in, but this year I have a deep bench with multiple guys that can come in and contribute, and we don't lose anything. So we got guys playing in the right positions, not having to try to put guys in positions where they're not going to be their best. So that's been good. We've been able to play a lot of guys, which is what I want to do. Keep guys fresh. We have a full slate of games this year, 34 scheduled, and you got to have a lot of pieces in order to play that many games. So,
is that from younger classes coming in, freshmen, sophomores that are coming in, or is it now juniors or last year's sophomore class, juniors are now?
Yeah, it's more of last year's freshman class that are sophomores this year that are really contributing for us on the varsity level. So got a lot of the sophomores that will be playing. I have a starting freshman shortstop who's done a tremendous job. He's also been one of our first guys out of the bullpen, Luke Whitty, playing fantastic at short. I think he's pitched like 12 innings, give up 1 run as a freshman, which is impressive. Just knows how to pitch, knows how to play, good instincts. So guys, early on we're trying to figure out roles and who's going to be playing where and what substitutions we make, and I think we're starting to iron those things out, and kind of guys are understanding what their role will be, and then they know how to execute and do their job, which is good. So hopefully we can keep playing good baseball and keep doing what we've been doing so far this season.
We're talking with the head coach of the St. Charles Pirates, Brad Pirkle. Coach, the North is always going to be a challenge. What is it going to take? And, looking towards the future in district play, you're in Class 4 this year.
Yep.
You're going to face some of these teams. It's that challenge of making sure, how are you setting yourself up for district play, right?
Right. Yep, absolutely. We've played one district opponent, Duchesne. They got us when we played them. We have a lot of games within our conference that are also our district with Orchard Farm and St. Charles West. So it's coming out, put yourself in a good position whenever we play those guys. And we got Orchard Farm next week, and hopefully we're still playing good baseball then and still have the confidence that we have today. So I like where we're at. Orchard Farm is going to be tough. Winfield's is a tough opponent. I mean, there's no break in the G.A.C. North. There really isn't. We got off to a good start against Holt, which helped, and Holt's a good team. Obviously, Warrenton's a really good team as well. They're coming off a really great season last year, and obviously they've been very good this year to start. There is no break in conference play. You got to come out and show out every Tuesday, Wednesday against these guys, because if you don't, you'll lose.
Yeah.
Because anyone can beat anybody in this conference this year.
Absolutely.
It's really competitive, really balanced.
Evan, isn't that what you wrote in your last our gentleman over there?
Yeah, Evan, you've done a great job. I've enjoyed reading your material so far. I appreciate everything you've done for the broadcast and YBM, and it's a great staff you have here. Like, you guys are doing some great things. So
appreciate it. We've really enjoyed that. Evan's done a good job covering the G.A.C. North.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things, you want to look at those. He sees all the teams all the time.
Yeah.
And it gives a better perspective.
Yeah.
When you're looking at that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think it's fantastic. Coach, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having us out today, and hopefully we play some good baseball.
Oh, yeah. Don't sweat it, Coach.
Right. Just once that first pitch goes, the nerves will ease for me. I just get nervous, excited still. That's why I love this game. Just like as a player, like you're always excited to play. There's always that little bit nervous, which is a good thing in my opinion. I just like seeing our guys compete and seeing what they can do. So excited to be out here today. Some good warm weather, and we'll see what we can do today.
Yeah, if you don't have that, Coach, I think you should hang them up for sure.
Yeah.
I have them still, and I've been around this game a long time. I still get the energy. I even do it when we broadcast the games because I just want to perform well and everybody around us. So I can really appreciate
absolutely
still getting that butterflies and energy.
You gotta have passion, and I think that if your players see how passionate you are and how much you care, they respond to that. So
Well, I'm assuming they're going to bring the energy because you got it.
Yeah.
So
they do. I got a good group of guys that I enjoy being around every single day, which makes it a lot more enjoyable. So.
yeah, thank you, Coach.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Look forward to it.
Thank you. Appreciate
Head coach of the St. Charles Pirates, Brad Bickle. We're back here for the bottom of the fifth inning. It's an 11-1 ball game. If Holt's got a scratch one to stay in, keep playing.
Yeah.
And while we're at it, real quick, I want to do this because we have it here. Our last player spotlight of the game for the Warrenton Warriors. Take a guess who that might be, Mitch.
I don't know.
The 6 hole.
I can't count.
The 6 hole. Mr. Colin D. Sylvester. I've seen a couple of Herd talk to, we had him in at the photo video shoot and just talking to him. Nice kid. And that goes down on strikes here for the first out of the inning. Buckmaster is down. And I really hadn't seen him play the position, but wow, Mitch, he has been impressive. And not to mention, this kid is hitting as hot as anybody in the G.A.C.
Every year is different, and it seems like, every club that's in this conference has to have someone step up that may not have been that guy last year. And I didn't see this last year. I didn't see anything that would have just wowed me to make sure I'm paying attention. But this young man today, with the plays that he's made.
Oh, and that's banged in there. Oh, nice running catch.
Oh, boy, Keegan.
Keegan Melgard making it look easy in left field for out number 2. We got to do some player of the games here, Mitch. What are you thinking?
It's pretty tough on one side of the diamond, but I think the obvious is the pitcher for Warrenton.
Oh, really?
I mean, he's got a CG going.
He does.
I know it may be a short game, but at the end of the day, he's got a complete going. I don't think anybody stood out offensively.
Carter Martin is 3 for 4
with a
3
double.
RBIs, a double, stolen base. He scored 2 runs.
Yeah.
And he goes, meh.
Well, I mean, it's just what he does. It's like, I mean, he's obviously a player for them. You could see it on their stats when you go look at their roster. I'm not taking anything away from Martin. He's played a good second base too, but it's the competition after that first inning for this young man. I think it's been a big deal.
D. Sylvester up. Oh, little errant throw, but that finishes it. And I believe that is the ball game. That's a 10-run right there, folks, after 5, if I'm not mistaken. Or are we playing?
This happened yesterday, too. It was in the 6th inning when they called that game, not the 7th, or in the 5th, and it was a 10-run game in the 5th, I believe.
Unless I'm scoring wrong.
Well, I mean, you know what? I got some numbers in front of me.
Unless I don't think I was incorrect. Maybe I am, and that's why we're continuing.
Well, let me look. I will help. That's what I don't see it on this one. I'm looking up right now. It is 10-1.
10-1, so I have something wrong. Oh, easy now. Staff's getting on me over there. It's like, there's 1. There's 2, 3, 4.
Man, math is hard today. Calling baseball games are hard today.
5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11. I don't know who. Who do you think? Where did I miss it? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. Well, there you go.
Folks, what you're seeing or hearing, maybe not seeing because you can't see us, is good days and bad days.
Hey, you know what? It's the first game of the day. We'll get it all. We'll get it all.
But
corrected.
wait till you see what happens in Game 2 and Game 3 today, because we are going to recover and we are going to crush it.
Mitch is over there coaching.
Today's
Let's go,
game,
boys.
it just wasn't ours.
We're gonna have to run polls, Coach.
I'm not. When was the last time you think I ran? To the bathroom.
You hear me?
Yeah. I don't, buddy.
Chasing you.
I'm too dang big to be running from stuff.
Oh, mercy.
You got a new arm out there, Brian.
Yes, we do. Number 11 for Holt. Let's get some chit chat about this young man. Number 11 pitching now is Nolan Myers. 3 appearances. He's got a 3 1/3 innings pitched, facing Mason Thompson.
Nolan Myers is literally I feel like that's a pitcher's name. It's a great pitcher's name, Nolan Myers. It's like, word plays on everything else.
And we've lost it all here. I don't even have a count. What's the count, Warren?
There's pitches have been
2
thrown.
balls and a strike. Good. And that's 3 balls and a strike. Fantastic.
I feel like next game I might have to do a book too.
Oh, no. No. I'm surprised. I don't know how I missed. I don't know which run didn't score. Ground ball to the third baseman, up with it, fires over, and not in time. Thompson beats that out.
Nothing you can do about that one.
Infield single for Mason Thompson brings up Jake Kirkpatrick. I wonder where his pitch count is right now, because that first inning was the big one, Mitch.
I'll get you. I got Warrenton on the old G.A.C.
That is popped up to the shortstop. Peyton under it. Out number 1.
I am not going to get it because I didn't pay for the services.
Oh, mercy. It should be on there.
Yeah, but I couldn't find it on this one.
Really? I know I'm following them.
I couldn't find this game. Holy cow, that's a lot.
Right?
You put a lot of effort into this. I'm gonna give you a little love there, buddy. It's a whole lot of effort going on here.
We try to pay attention, Mitch.
Yeah, I could see why you got the information. Ooh, I see some logos I can recognize here.
Right?
Yeah. Let's see here. You do not follow Warrenton, by the way. That's okay.
That is a single. Drops in front of the center fielder for a 1-out single. Puts runners at first and second. Brings up Keegan Lemkel, who singled in 2 runs his last at bat.
It's a lot of baseball, Brian.
Yes, it is, man. There's a lot of baseball in this state.
A lot of good baseball. That is a fact. We have one game that actually started early. I don't know if they started earlier. They're in a tournament, but it's St. Pius Lancers versus Scott City.
Ooh.
Scott City's up 1-0.
That's a dandy one right there.
Yeah, it just started.
Listen, that Scott City Rams team is a Class 3 school down towards Cape.
Yep, south of Cape, about 8 miles.
Yeah, there you go. That last time I saw, they were 12-0. Yeah, and they got best helmets. Oh, in the dirt. Great.
We are not going there.
Great steal. They do. They have the Rams painted.
I know.
Scott City Rams. It's killer. You don't see that on baseball helmets much, do you? I love it.
Ledoux?
No, they do it on their football helmets, but not baseball. I don't have the
Oh,
Rams
it's on
horn.
the helmet.
It's
actually
helmet.
on the baseball helmet.
The Ram horn is on the baseball helmet painted on. It's
I'm with
killer. Three balls and a strike here to Keegan Lemkel. Double steal. Moves everybody up. And we got the HBP for Lemkel.
The only reason I know where Scott City is I had 2 former softball players that played for me that are from down there.
Dangerous hitter here, Mitch. It's your boy. Base is full of Warriors here with 1 out.
Yeah, he barreled a baseball a couple ABs ago, so.
And that is away from the catcher. Vitale, man, having a rough day. He's working hard. He is working hard.
I'm not going to give that one to him. His pitcher's got to stop bouncing baseball.
Yeah, that's a wild pitch. You can't. Now it's 11, guys.
We'll get there.
3:45 is the time. We got a 4:30 start for the Winfield Warriors taking on the St. Charles Pirates. Looking forward to, I haven't seen the Pirates play yet this year. I'm looking forward to that one, Mitch.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I know that we seen them last year because I was at the G.A.C. Classic games last year.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't paying attention.
Right?
No disrespect to that group, but they had a tough year last year and just kind of wasn't I think they got short game maybe last year here. It was a night game, wasn't it?
It's a good question. I'm going to have to look.
I might not have been here for that one. Might have missed a day.
St.
Maybe
Charles
that's why I didn't see him.
lineup here. Nate Mosley we got on the mound there. We saw that. I got to see if I get the lineup here for get the starting pitcher for Winfield.
I'm excited for that matchup, though. It's one, Warren Conrad, who's somebody that I've had a chance to watch kind of mature as a freshman all the way to this point, getting a chance to play because the last couple games that we've been at, I haven't been able to watch him play, whether it was over at St. Charles West last year's battle. He was not healthy, and then obviously at the G.A.C. Classic he wasn't healthy. So getting a chance just to watch him play between the lines is going to be good for him and for us because he's a heck of a player.
And that is ball 4. So a 1-out walk to the leadoff hitter, loads the bases again. Carter Martin coming up to the plate to look to do some more damage. Our nightcap at 7 o'clock, we're going to see Brody Anderson pitching for the St. Charles West Warriors.
I'm pumped about that one.
Are you?
Yeah, I was hoping that Coach would have Titus Fisher going out because both of them are left-handed. I've had a chance to work with both of them in the off season, so I'd like to have seen that matchup because I got to keep it neutral. I can't root for one or the other. Brody actually plays for Dan Seddon's Jobats team, and then Titus is one of mine. So,
yep.
But Titus has been hitting well, so they're going to compete that way. Titus is 7 for 10 in conference. He made me aware of that last night.
Hey, Coach.
Yeah, he said I'm hitting, but I can't seem to hit the broadside of a barn. So he's got some walks under his belt.
Hey, you know what? However you got to get it done, right?
Oh, I meant on the mound when Titus is on the mound. You remember the few games you had a chance to watch him at 14?
Yeah.
He threw a lot of strikes.
Yes, he did.
I still remember that game. Actually, it was a 1-0 ball game from that team from Indiana. If you remember,
that is correct. That was at the Game 7. That was a World Series.
Yeah, Game 7 World Series.
That ended up getting rained out.
Yep.
Bummer.
Yeah, but
I remember
but
that.
we were 2-0 going into that.
That was
so
that Indiana. What was that? They were green or something. They're a pretty solid team too.
they probably could have won that event because they were Titus was just much better that day. But
yeah,
like the Storm or something they were called, something with an
yeah.
S.
I'm trying to remember. I can see it in my
Crush?
head.
Maybe the Indiana Crush.
Number 17 coming up to the plate. Got a pinch hitter, Quentin Myers.
This tends to happen when you run into ball games like this.
I like it. Coach getting a young man in that bat here. You know, that
hurt.
Right? Get a little experience because you never know. Never know, my lady.
Yeah, and I think that's what's good. I mean, when you on this side of it, you get a chance to get a kid in AB. You never know what might happen. You have an injury, and you know how important that stuff is at this level. Get a guy some playing time.
We got 3 balls and a strike here.
On deck, you got a new one too, Brian.
Number 24 on deck. Yeah. That is Ian. How do you pronounce that, bro? Galincher? Sweet. That is not what I would have thought. And he goes down swinging. Out number 2. Ian Galincher at the plate. Nice ginger there. See the beard?
I did. He actually probably has a better one than I do. However, he is filling out that great jersey. That's what I look like in my jerseys. That's why we went to the black uniforms.
A little more slimming.
I love my big guys, man.
Oh man.
I hope he parks one.
2-0.
Right over that Serve Pro sign.
You know, it'd be fun, right? Why not? Why the heck not? Get in one. Oh! Just got in on his hands, Mitch. 2 balls and a strike.
I tried to tell everybody I was a big rotational hitter when I played as an adult, and they always asked me why. I said I had to work around my belly.
I was behind him, didn't hit him.
Folks, I am not picking on this young man.
Oh, no.
By no means. I played at as an adult, playing in the Montclair League, which is a pretty solid amateur league. Yeah, let's go.
Ropes one into left field. Haas coming around for the score and a 2-out RBI single for Ian Galincher.
Let him run the bases, coach. 3 for 8. Looks like we're going to have a change here for Holt. We got a few changes. Number 3's coming in to hit for Warrenton. I could not see who's coming in for the Indians to pitch. But I was a heavy guy when I played, and the heaviest I ever played baseball, believe it or not, was 396 pounds.
What? No way.
2017. Might have been 2018. It's the heaviest I ever been. Never hit 4 bills. Believe it or not, that year I hit 8 home runs and had 11 stolen bases.
No kidding.
Buddy, my belly hit my thighs. I actually have a picture on my phone that I just took. I'll show you this. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you I have to work around my belly.
Oh, man. So, hey, while Mitch is finding that, We've got number 3 coming in to hit, C.J. Brake.
I could send this to you so you could let everybody else see how unathletic I looked. Look at this one. Told you.
Oh, there you go, bro.
I told you I was a big fella.
Oh, that's your clone out there.
But
bro.
he's 100 pounds lighter than I was probably here. Look at that calf muscle, though. There's a good calf muscle there. You always know a sign of a great coach when they got good calf muscles.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a real thing.
It's working.
I crushed this baseball, though. I'm not kidding.
I believe
I
that.
parked this thing in the trees. But that helmet was a fitted helmet. It was a size 8.
And that's when you always size 8. That's a melon, dude.
No, they called me fathead for a reason.
And it wasn't like the wall poster, right?
No, it's not like there's
man.
a couple of them actually in the stands for Holt.
Oh,
Some
jeez.
big faces. No, that's
C.J. Brake at the plate. We've gone completely off the rails.
what happens in this game. I was waiting for the position player to come out and pitch for Holt.
And we've got number 16 on the mound for Holt, Andrew Blackwell. He's had 3 appearances, 5 1/3. 2 balls, no strikes. Wow, that's tough for Vitale. That bounced right off his noggin.
You're definitely correct in saying he's wearing one today. I think that's a tough part as a catcher. You have to hang in there no matter what. When that score gets kind of out of hand, and you're
Yeah.
like, man, just can I get an inning? Let somebody
Please.
somebody else come in and catch for me.
It's 3-1, and we've got a 14-1 ball game. And it looks like we're going to get another pitcher here.
No, I think that's just that's Warrenton's starting pitcher. I think just throwing a few, just making sure to stay loose.
No, that's number 1.
Oh, it is a different number. Mm-hmm. I was looking at the hair.
In the bullpen warming up is Keegan Lemkel, number 1.
5 for 10, Brian. For
So
Warrenton.
the base on balls. And we have. Is that Thompson? We get another pinch. Nope, it's number 5. We got another. It's Kale. Number 5. Hold on. One second. I got it, guys. Number 5. Riley McGee.
You ever watch paint dry
This is it.
once? Now twice.
So Riley McGee at the plate. I believe we're 3-0, aren't we?
Oh man, I think this is the hardest thing
Ball 4.
in baseball when you're on this side of it, and it has
Yes.
happened. I think to all of us. I know this has happened to me. The first weekend out this year, we walked a lot of batters.
Yeah, you were not happy.
And it's just not fun. And I listen. I will tell you that it's much easier to sit on the bench, on the sidelines to talk about this stuff. But at the end of the day, like strike throwing's got to be priority.
Jake
Play catch.
Kirkpatrick at the plate. Bases still juiced.
Play catch with purpose leads to good things.
And you can kind of see after Pettit, Holt just doesn't have a lot of depth in the bullpen right here.
Well, that may be on purpose though too. I mean, they were
I
in a
know.
position where they probably felt like it was good to get some extra, some of these guys some opportunities and some innings. I'm sure that's what Coach Pirkle was thinking in this situation was, let's let some of these guys that haven't pitched a little bit throw, but that's what I would be doing. But also that leads to this happening, right? When the first weekend out, I did the same thing. I threw guys. It's like one of my better arms was literally like, Coach, why didn't you put me in the pitch? And I was like, for what? We're down 9 runs. There's no reason to put you in a pitch here just to, satisfy your desire to pitch here. I was like, let's pitch you in competitive games. And when it gets out of hand, it's just tough. But as a coach, though, you still have to keep your guys positive, right, and fight.
Yes, you do.
There's literally nothing Coach Pirkle can do right now. No. Just nothing.
16-1 lead.
You're not going to bring your ace in here to, or even, one of your big relief arms just to get it out.
Coach Burle heading out.
But he's going to make another change.
Looks like it. So we'll get a change here, and we'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
The only trouble with this is
All right, Mitch, we got Ethan Elmore on the mound here. This is his first appearances in relief for the Holt Indians.
Yeah.
And to the delight of the Holt crowd, he throws a strike.
First pitch, baby.
Gotta love it.
Oh.
And then he domes. So he threw a strike and domed the hitter.
That's what when Keegan played for me, that's what he was good for. Him and Kobe Ellis said Montgomery County would just attract baseballs.
So Keegan Mellingard is on with the hit by pitch. And that ball is hammered and down and over the head of the left fielder, Keegan Lemkel. Drives in 2 more. And it just keeps on coming.
I think that was the wheels on the bus go round and round.
I believe they do go round and round. So a 2 RBI double for Lemkel.
Holt's in a tough transition right now for their group.
Yeah, they are.
Just as a school in general, and I think Coach Pirkle, after a couple years and kind of a reset, they'll get him back.
Absolutely. I mean, they 18 kids probably from last year's. I mean, it was a lot. 14, yep. Nice play. Ends the inning.
Good hustle, though.
It was.
That's all.
Nice play by the shortstop, Peyton. And I like that. Did you see what he did there? Come up right behind the young man who was pitching, gave him a slap on the back. Good job. Hey, it is what it is at this point. Have a good attitude. That's all you can do. Keep working. Yeah. We're going to the bottom of the 6th inning with the score. I believe it's 18-1. We'll be right back. Let's go. We're talking here. Kirkpatrick is back out. So he was warming up Limpkel just in case. I'd imagine that's what that was, Mitch.
No, I think it was him throwing the hair.
No, it wasn't
It was the
Kirkpatrick
hair.
throwing. It was not.
That
It
was a
Limpkel.
long
It's
inning.
only number 1 down there. Yeah, it was Limpkel who was out there chucking it around.
I'm going to trust you because I can't see that far.
Austin Haas went to center field, as you so
Observed?
keenly. You like that?
Yeah, that's a bigger word than I
observed.
used.
Looks like D. Sylvester re-entered the game at shortstop. Martin's at second. So they got some at-bats for some guys, but defensively they just put the guys back out there. A ground ball to the third baseman. Up. Nice. Big strike. Oh! And Phillips can't pick it. And the throwing error, Vitale reaches on the throwing error for a base runner here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The old E5 throwing error, Mitch, if you're scoring at home.
I would actually like to debate that.
You didn't like that call? That's right at you.
No, there's definitely an error, but is that on the third baseman? Because I think the first baseman whiffed it.
In scoring, they'll always put the error to the person throwing if it's like that.
I don't think it hit the dirt. I think he actually just whiffed it.
You think so?
I think he whiffed it.
I thought it was a pick.
Was it?
You know what? We're not the official scorekeeper,
So it don't
really
matter?
don't matter.
It wasn't error
But
either
it's a good conversation.
It's an E.
It's an E. It just depends on who gets it, right?
Yeah, I actually thought the first baseman just whiffed, but
Prebianca? No, number 10. We have a pinch hitter. Number 10.
credit to this young man.
I'm sorry, Colton Kalal, or Kallal. That's all, Kalal. Colton Kalal. Go ahead, Mitch.
Yeah, just saying hats off to Warrenton's pitcher here for coming out there and after that long inning being able to pump strikes. I mean, I didn't see him down there throwing. You said there was somebody else down there. I thought he maybe was warming up, but usually with these long delays, you don't see strikes like that.
No. Grounder back to the pitcher to Sylvester, excuse me, and he kind of jumped. That was weird. I don't think he expected the runner to peel off, Mitch. Interesting, right? We heard that discussion between Coach Burle and the official.
At the plate, yeah.
With the play at second after the out.
Yeah, because in the two-man crew, the field umpire has to, in that potential double play, has to look towards first base for the call, where the plate it takes
That's
bag.
correct. So any kind of interference or obstruction is the call of the home plate umpire. And he said he told Coach Burle, he says, I didn't see it, I missed it. You know, if he wasn't, and that's fair. You can do that. He missed it. Okay.
Yep, nobody got hurt, so we're good. Move on.
Yep.
I'm sure in a tighter game, it's probably a much bigger deal, but we're all good. And that's actually, go ahead, sorry.
This is Beckett House at the plate. Go ahead, Mitch.
I learned that, you know, back when I, in high school baseball, our coach used to tell us to, you know, basically just kind of throw through, you know, when someone's trying to break up a double play.
Wait a minute. Hold that thought.
Okay.
I got to do this. I'm sorry, because we're 2 outs here in the 6th. Player of the game? Who we
Young
got?
man on the bump. It's the only
You
one
want,
I got.
You want Kirkpatrick?
It's the only one I have.
What about for Holt?
It's the only one I have. They're fans?
Strike 3 to end the game. Looking. Warrenton takes it 18-1. Holt still struggling to find a way to compete.
If I have to give it to Holt, in fairness, I would probably give it to the pitcher. He did have what, 6 Ks on the on the day to start the game.
Yeah, he had 5 Ks. Aiden Pettit, absolutely.
I
like Carter Martin. I think Martin. We'll do that, but we'll come back.
Let's do Carter Martin.
You'll
I
see
like
him.
that.
So if you want to watch our interviews with our players of the game, go check it. Go check us out on our social medias. We'll have those up after the game. We'll be back here, hopefully with a 4:30 start for Game 2. Tell you the Winfield, 19-1. Excuse me. With the Winfield Warriors taking on the St. Charles Pirates. Till then, for Mitch Thomas, my crack crew, Drew, Evan, and Lauren,